Hello everyone. I'm just gonna give you guys some time to get in here. Sorry that I'm late again. Here's a mess, but that's okay. Hello to everyone who's just joining in. Hi everyone. So I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a moment. Hello. Good morning, Jack. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a second to all kind of get in, and then we're gonna get into it because we got a lot to cover in today's live. I'm gonna try to use my iPhone camera right now, but I'm gonna try my best. Do y'all see this? Okay. I'm gonna bring out my notes because we have a lot to cover down. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, so today is, all right. Just gonna do my hair up a little bit. I normally am not this messy with my hair. I will section it out, but because I'm on live, I'm not really feeling like doing all that. It's gonna take forever. So I'm just gonna do a little bit and hope for the best. This is my natural hair, dried. I just showered this morning. Hello, Yvette. I hope I'm saying that right. I always feel like I get people's names wrong. Just in real life, like, that's just a funny quirk of mine, I guess. I really try not to, but I think it's because I speak two languages that sometimes the pronunciation I'm not confident in because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it in the right way. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I pronounced that right. Okay. And thank you for the follow, Yvette. Okay, guys. So I think I've given you guys plenty of time. Also, today's look is going to be super simple. So this is a get ready with me as part of Livemas. Thank you, Ariana Lee. Thank you, Jessica. Hi, Ali, Elsie. Thank you guys for joining in and coming into this live. So if you didn't already know, we are doing 21 days of twin flame connections explained through Livemas. And in today's episode, this is day 11, we are going to go deep into the 3 twin flame waves. So in case you're new here and you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Soledad, but you guys can call me Sol. That's S-O-L, like the sun in Spanish. And this Livemas series is really intended to help you understand twin flame connections, but also better navigate the experience, whether you are trying to attract true divine love of any kind, soulmates, divine counterparts, whatever your heart is desiring, right? And so in case you don't know much about me or you're new here, again, I feel like I already said that. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but I'm an experienced tarot card reader. I've done over 500 readings this year alone, and I specialize in love readings. So a lot of my clients, I help them with their twin flame, soulmate, and karmic connections. And I also do past life soul regression readings. On top of that, I am writing a book on twin flames called What is a Twin Flame Soulmate? Your Beginner's Guide to Identifying and Navigating your twin flame journey. So unlike the other books out in the market right now, where a lot of them kind of talk about their own personal twin flame experiences, or is kind of a collection of twin flame experiences, this book is a guide. We go through the history, how this has developed over time, and we're really merging a combination of psychology, physiology, and spirituality. So that's the main difference. This is not only, first of all, doesn't even have my own personal experience, right? So this is non-biased. And this is also a tracking guide with exercises, prompts, and it's your journal, right? So not only are you learning, but you're tracking your experience, and you're learning about, how to attract and manifest true divine love, whether you decide you are on a twin flame journey, or if you just have a soulmate, or whatever kind of divine love you are looking to bring into your life. I felt like there were a lot of gaps where some people would give you their experience, but it'd be slightly different than others, or others would teach you how to manifest, but not talk about the twin flame experience, so you wouldn't really know how to tell which one you're on. So that's why I made this book for you guys. And this book is not out yet. This is actually just a sample copy. And this book is going to be out January 2024. So you can sign up for updates clicking the link in my bio, which is direct.me/Soledadtarot. Awesome. So what are you going to learn in today's live? So in today's live, we are going to break down the concept of twin flame waves, the origins of this concept, who Dolores Cannon is. Each wave is going to get explained in detail, from the characteristics to the birthdays to the purpose, the main purpose, right? So that you can learn which wave you're in and how it all connects with the twin flame journey. And this is also going to be a bit of a get ready with me, but I'm going to be doing a very simple makeup look today, so it shouldn't really take up too much time. And yes, this live is being recorded, and all of the replays get posted on my YouTube channel the day after. Yesterday's live is actually getting posted today, and the one before yesterday, where we actually read a full chapter in my book, is getting posted today too, because there were some issues with the editing and I wanted it to look good for you guys. So we're getting 2 replays posted on my YouTube channel today. So don't worry, if you missed this or if you missed parts of it, the replay will be on my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called Live Miss or 21 Days of Twin Flames, something like that. Alrighty then. Oh, and then at the end, I always like to give you guys some type of exercise or prompt to help you do shadow work and really soak in the information we shared today and relate it to your own personal experience. So today we're going to be doing that. We're going to be sharing a prompt at the end so that to help you identify which wave you're in. And then we are also going... Do you read the Bible also? I do read the Bible. Actually, I have the Bible. Hold on. I recently got this little one that I can carry in my purse. I read the Bible. But I read a lot of, I like theology, so. Anyways, feel free to screen record this, you guys. Again, the recording is going to be available anyways on my YouTube channel. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I felt like I was saying something. It's fine. I just wanted to answer that question because it's a question I get asked a lot. Do you read the Bible? Are you religious? This and that. I'm spiritual. I used to be atheist, but I'm very open spiritually, and I like learning about different religions. In general, I've always been a history nerd, and so I don't close myself off to one or two things or put myself in a box. I just, whatever resonates. Okay. So before we get into the whole explaining the 3 waves and going into greater detail, I did want to sort of explain what generations were going to be covered and give you an approximate to where the birthdays fall in. This is not exact, but there's a lot of different information online, so I just wanted to give you guys an approximate. If I get some of these dates a little bit wrong, please forgive me. I tried my best to find the exact dates, but there's so many references online that give you different dates that I figured this is the best we could do. So we're going to be talking about Generation X, meaning if you were born basically from the 1940s all the way to the 70s. Generation Y, which is millennials, born from the 1980s all the way to like the mid 1990s. And then we have Generation Z, which is 1995 all the way to like the mid 2000s, so like 2010, 2009. Generation Alpha, which is 2010 all the way to 2024. And then we have Generation Beta, which is 2025 to 2039. Okay, so those are the generations we are going to be covering in these waves. And a big disclaimer before we really get into it is overlap is possible. As you can see, the generation, sometimes you may feel like you're a late millennial or you're an early Gen X or whatever, right? I feel like I'm an early Gen X, or sorry, I'm not a Gen X. No, I was born in 97. So I feel like I'm an early Gen Z, but a late millennial. And I kind of feel like I resonate with second and third waves. So I just want to let you know it is possible to resonate with more than one wave and to have instances of each of these waves' purposes manifest differently in your life and throughout your life, right? So now that we have that, let's talk about the origins of the waves. But before we do that, I'm actually gonna get started on my makeup a little bit. Although I'm kind of digging this like no makeup look. You guys know that I don't really like to do a lot of makeup. I like to just be natural, but I wanted to take a pause and kind of get a little bit ahead on that. But mainly we're going to be referencing Dolores Cannon because this whole idea of the waves, the twin flame waves, comes from the book that Dolores Cannon, I'm actually reading it right now. If you guys want it, it is linked in my Amazon storefront, but it's called The 3 Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth by Dolores Cannon, where the concept is that there are volunteers from other realms, right, or dimensions that are incarnating onto Earth to help assist in the spiritual evolution of everybody here on Earth, right? So this is kind of where starseeds, New Earth, waves, third wave, first wave, that's where all these concepts come from. And we're going to go into who she is and where she got these ideas from right now. So let me actually get my stuff out here so that we can get my makeup done. I kind of just want to get it out of the way. We're just going to be doing some lip gloss today. Actually, if you guys remember my original profile photo, I'm going to be doing that same look that I had in that profile photo. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I worked really hard on my skin. My skin did not always look like this, and I'm very proud of it. So I try really hard not to mess it up or anything like that. But yeah, today we're going to be doing something super simple, but it's going to require concentration for a split second. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, let's take a quick moment. We're not going to be using tape today. We're not cheating. We're going to be raw dogging it, freehanding it. Maybe freehanding was a better word. Maybe raw dogging was a little too much. Okay. Let me turn off my hair iron before I burn myself. And I'm also reading this book. I recently started it on the 3 Waves of Volunteers. And I was crying, you guys. When something resonates with you so deeply in your soul, that's how you know. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk all about it. Let's see. I kind of wanted to do this. That's really all I need right now. We're gonna brush my eyebrows. For those of you that are here for the get ready with me, I'm gonna brush my eyebrows out. The little bits of eyebrows that I have left. Okay. And this is where we're just gonna do things. We're gonna go. Okay. I'm just gonna use this real quick. Oh, and like, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but we're gonna have a Q&A session. We're gonna have a Q&A session at the end of it. Very brief one, because I do have another commitment after this that I have to go to, and I'm already late to this, but what else is new, right? At least we're here. All right, so this is kind of what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna use this little fluffy ended brush, and we're gonna use this color. Ow! Why am I like this? I'm very clumsy, you guys. We're gonna use this color right here, warm and cozy. I hope I'm not bleeding. No, we're good. I'm just a baby. I'm just a big old baby. All right, we're gonna just do the crease. Just the crease. We're doing a matte look today. Just gonna do the crease. It's gonna be messy. We're gonna fix it anyway, so don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it, honey bun. Okay. Ooh, that was that's okay. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna get into the crease, into our natural eyes. And then I promise we're gonna continue with the information. I just really wanted to get this out of the way. It is a nice transition shade, yes. Are we doing glitter? No, we're gonna keep it matte. We're gonna do matte things. All right, so this is the dangerous part, okay? This is the part where it does get a little bit tricky, but it's the flick of the wrist, right? I'm gonna show you guys. This is the part that I really need to concentrate on. That's why I was like, let me just pause for a moment and get this out of the way, because otherwise the rest of my makeup I can do and talk, you know? You should try faded eyeliner look. Oh my god, can you send me like videos or something about that? Because I've never heard of that. Faded eyeliner. I'm just fixing this right now. This has makeup remover, and I'm just kind of doing this in case anything fell. Perfect. All right, you guys, I'm nervous about this. Where is it? So you probably already know it. Oh, where you blend it out. Ooh. Maybe in another live. And Earth, the only place we're able to feel pain, but don't worry no more. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, okay, you guys? We're just gonna do a quick eyeliner. Mine is like really old. It's a felt tip, but you can see, I don't know what's going on with it. It's just bending. All right, you guys, wish me luck, okay? I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. Okay. We're doing it. You see why this needs concentration? Okay. I don't think it's that great, but okay, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna fix it, don't worry. I'm gonna connect the ends. For what it is, I think it's actually pretty good. We're gonna do the other eye. Let me move this before I burn myself. Oh, also, I had my 40 hertz gamma frequency playing right now. Let me turn that off. If you guys hear that static in the background, that's what that is. I was channeling earlier, and that kind of gets me in the mood for channeling. So let me turn that off. Sorry about that. Now you can probably just hear my dog snoring. Okay, so let's do this. Ooh, this one came out better. Why does this eye always come out better than this one? almost done, I promise. How long have you been live? Did I miss a lot? No, we just got started. We're literally just waiting for me to get my eyeliner together because this requires a lot of focus, and then we're gonna continue. So you have not missed much. And hi Raven, so good to see you again, by the way. I'm trying really hard not to mess this up. Okay, I got this. I can do this. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hearts. They're so cute. What eyeliner do I use? So this isn't even the one I like to use, but it was cheap at the time and I needed new eyeliner. So this is the NYX Professional Makeup Eyeliner. If you're ever wondering what products I use, like blushes and all that stuff, I actually have it all linked on my Amazon storefront, which is linked in my bio. So we're gonna fix it because you can see there's some gaps there, but we gotta do it gently and slowly. We're not gonna rush here, because if we rush, then we're gonna mess it up. So we're gonna take our time for just a second. I feel like she's thicker than her. Yeah, right? Okay, let's fix that. Okay. That's good enough. You know what, you guys? That's perfection for me. Where's my top now? Lord help me. I need this top, you guys. Oh, here it is. And okay, cool. So I'm gonna be looking at my mirror, but let's continue going now that we got this really tough part out of the way. Super simple look, you see? Alrighty then. So the origins of the concept of being in a third wave of, or being in the wave of twin flames, right? That whole concept originates from Dolores Cannon's book, The 3 Waves of Volunteers and New Earth. And again, if you missed it in the beginning, a lot of the concepts that we hear today in spirituality, like starseeds, New Earth, waves of volunteers, all that comes from Dolores Cannon's work. And we're going to talk about who she is and what she's mostly known for in just a moment. But in her book, she identifies 3 waves of volunteers, and each of these volunteers have distinct characteristics and purposes. And so the concept is that these volunteers come from other realms and dimensions, and they incarnate as humans onto Earth to assist the spiritual evolution of Earth, right? And so the book goes into the experiences and missions of these volunteers, highlighting their roles in raising the vibration frequency of the planet and essentially ushering in a new era of consciousness and spiritual awareness, right? So overall, it's a metaphysical perspective on human existence and a transformative journey that Earth is going on and that we are all experiencing as a collective. So that's what that is. And again, I have that book linked on my Amazon storefront. If you want to read it, I'm actually reading it right now, so we'd be kind of reading it together. But I'm reading it through Audible. If I had the copy, I'd read from it here, but because it's on Audible, you know. Okay. So who is Dolores Cannon and what's her deal, right? So Dolores Cannon, born 1931, and unfortunately, you know, RIP, she passed away in 2014. She's an author, a hypnotherapist, and a regressionist. So she's really known for a few things. obviously she has a big legacy in really influencing a lot of the new age spiritual concepts that is spread around this app and all this time. Wow, Camilla, that is or Camellia, such a pretty name. I'm working on reading her books because again, I love learning about these kinds of concepts. So yeah. All right, so she's really known a lot for her books and her lectures. And that's based off, all of her books and lectures are based off her life's work. So what did she do? She did hypnotherapy and regression work, past life regression work. So she was the pioneer for hypnotherapy, specifically in past life regression work, right? She actually developed her own technique. It's called, I believe it's called QHT. I have it in my notes, one second. Yeah, it's called QHT. I have it in my notes, one second. Yeah, and your Akashic Records holds your past life knowledge. So that's basically what she did with her hypnotherapy, and where a lot of her information, books, and lectures are based off is her clients' experiences in her hypnotherapy sessions. Now, she's also the mother of the concept New Earth and starseeds, right? And she really, with the whole New Earth thing, it's basically the idea that us, humanity as a collective, we're undergoing a very significant shift in our in our awareness, and this is really experiencing an evolutionary change throughout the planet, right? And so she believed that people are aware of a larger cosmic plan for the universe, not just our own planet, right? We're just kind of next in line to evolve in this way. So the other thing that she's really known for outside of New Earth, we kind of talked about, and that is star seeds. If you ever resonated with being a star seed or got into spirituality because of that, then you would know a little bit about that. And she's kind of, again, a pioneer in these concepts. Or got into spirituality because of that, then you would know a little bit about that. And she's kind of, again, a pioneer in these concepts, Earth in our history. So if you believe in ancient alien conspiracy theories, which aren't really conspiracy theories anymore because the government has come out and said that there are aliens and that they have been helping us. So I'm just saying, it's facts. I don't know what to say about that. So I do believe in aliens, and I do believe in star seeds. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you don't believe in that, that's, totally cool. We're just sharing information here, right? And we're open to discussion. And I'm also open to being wrong. I'm never going to say all these things I talk about are definitive, right? Things change. People's opinions change. I'm just a knowledge seeker. I don't know. I've always loved to learn more. And this particular subject is something I deeply resonate with and has helped me in my own twin flame journey and understanding not only, love and that, but like soul purpose. So this is a really important part of Live Miss, and I needed to share this with you guys, right? Okay, so she kind of explored not only how extraterrestrials, aliens, whatever you want to call them, have been helping the evolution of Earth, but are still constantly helping human consciousness, right? And so that's where she has the idea of star seeds. And again, star seeds are people who have incarnated here that have past lives in other planets or other dimensions. Alrighty then, so let's get into the first wave of volunteers. I personally like to call them beacons of light. And to me, this is Gen X to millennials. First wave, right? And even like earlier than Gen X, I feel like. She's very specific in her book. So I'm going to do at the end of this presentation a quick overview of what she says in her book. But again, there is overlap, and you can resonate with being more than part of one wave, or your mission being shared in each wave. So throughout your life, as your life changes. All right. So how do you know if you are a beacon of light in that first wave of volunteers? The characteristics are being an old soul, right? So an old soul meaning that you have multiple incarnations on earth. Highly sensitive individuals are also classified as like first wave, so both emotionally and spiritually. You may feel a deep connection to earth, and or not to, well, yeah, to earth, but to nature is what I meant to say. You may feel a deep connection to Mother Earth and to nature, and have heightened intuitive abilities. And those two specific things are what is the word I'm looking for? There's similarities that all waves share. So all waves are highly sensitive. All waves are connected to nature and have heightened intuitive abilities. And I'll talk about the differences and the intricacies in each wave as we move along, right? So first waves are beacons of light. They are, what would be a good thing for them? Oh, they're basically like the ones who are sowing the seeds. They're laying out the groundwork, okay? And they are what we would call, I guess, a pioneer of change, right? So they're sowing the seeds to harvest and to help develop Earth spiritually. And so if you are part of the first wave, if you consider yourself as part of these beacon of light workers and seed sowers, for a lack of better word, then you may experience challenges in adapting to the dense energies and limitations of the 3D or earthly realm. You may feel a sense of alienation and struggle with the harsh realities of this physical world, right? Like things don't sit right with you. You question the system. Even though you may play into it, you really have a good idea of knowing where the cracks are. That doesn't mean that you won't use it to your advantage, but you stand really firm on those values that they never resonated with you and that the system is broken, right? So what is the purpose here? Again, pioneers of change. You're here to lay out the groundwork for spiritual awakenings and raise the overall vibration of the planet. So again, seed planters, you're sowing the seeds of higher consciousness and awareness, and your presence and energetic contributions are really meant to pave the way for the subsequent waves of volunteers. So very, very important. Let me know in the comments if you resonate as a first wave beacon of light. And also, you can call these first waves starseeds. Or not, yeah, starseeds, but also light workers. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, so if you resonate with the first wave, then you may also resonate with being a light worker and dedicating yourselves to healing, teaching, and spreading love, compassion, higher awareness, and all those things. So yes, the light workers, the beacon, that's why I call them the beacon of lights, because y'all are light workers. Okay, you're doing very important work. All right, so I'm gonna put some powder on my face, but let's talk about the second wave of volunteers. I like to call the second wave spiritual activators, because I feel like the second wave is a bridge between the waves. I personally resonate with second wave and third wave, and the second wave really is from the 1970s to like the 1990s, mid 1990s. So Gen X to Gen Z. You may resonate with being part of the second wave of volunteers. And again, just like the first wave, you can resonate with being highly sensitive, connected to nature, but the second wave is highly empathetic. Okay, and they're very attuned to the energies of those around you. And so another characteristic of second waves is innate healing abilities. So this can be physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. So people may have told you your presence is calming, it's uplifting. And the purpose of the second wave is a very crucial role, and that is to trigger spiritual awakenings in others. The second wave of volunteers is actively contributing to the transformation. So whereas the first wave, where they were just planting the seeds, the second wave, they're bringing in harvest, okay? They are actively trying, they're not just spreading knowledge, they are leading with their actions, and they're also affecting people physically with their, and energetically, right? Leading to the transformation of Earth. And right, that purpose, the transformation we're talking about, is a higher vibrational state for the planet and the collective. So that's, sorry guys, I had to pause because I actually gotta go pretty soon because I have a meeting and I had just put my alarm for it. So we're gonna try to speed through some of this stuff right now. I'm gonna try not to rush it, but I only have like 10 minutes left here. But it's okay because we're already more than halfway done. So yeah. All right, good thing I did my makeup in the beginning. The eyeliners what took forever. Okay. Oh my God, I messed up. Sorry guys, I really need to concentrate with this part. There we go. Now we're gonna just do a little bit on the bottom. All right, so where were we? All right, so this is why I call the second wave spiritual activators, and they bridge the gap between the waves. And that is because they help lay the groundwork for the changes that are to come and assist in preparing humanity for the next phase of the spiritual evolution that the planet is going through. Hi, Ali. And thank you. I'm trying my best here. All right, so the third wave, okay? The third wave is 1990s and onward. So this is late millennials and onward, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Beta. And I call these the transformers and messengers. So the characteristics would be kind of like the other waves, is higher awareness. However, wave 2, they were empathetic, they were healers, they were taking action. Wave 3, they got very specific gifts and talents. Like they were very connected in ways that the other first waves weren't able to connect with, right? So they are more spiritually attuned, whereas the second wave is like energetically, right? They have a strong sense of intuition and a strong sense of their mission. They're very stubborn and they're very like, I already know what I'm gonna do. And you can see that in the generations. They're very much opinionated and into whatever it is that they're going to do. Whereas I feel like early Gen Zers and millennials are a little bit more in the middle. They kind of understand both ends. So the new generations, so Gen Z and beyond, they are really here to transform the planet. And their purpose is to facilitate the transition to new Earth. Right? So think of waves 1 and 2 as opening the portal, and think of Gen or third wave as we're pushing you through the portal. Like, let's go. We got to go through this. Okay. It needs to happen. And so they're here to assist in the awakening of humanity to a higher conscious and to guide others through spiritual evolution. So they're really leaders is what we're talking about here. So I resonate with a little bit of wave 2 and a little bit of wave 3, and I am kind of in that in between. So again, you may resonate. Yeah, get into the right door. Exactly. You're staying behind. That's not my problem. I'm leading. I'm moving forward, and I'm not looking who's following me. I'm just going to lead by example. And so I resonate with that a lot, but I also resonate with being a healer and calming, my energies being calming, and things, and being very empathetic even as a child. All right. So an overview. According to Dolores Cannon, she calls the first wave pioneers, and that is from the 1940s to the 1960s. Again, she calls them way showers. She says that they are here with a strong sense of purpose and feeling, and they feel different than the mainstream. So they're not here to go with the flow. And they struggle to adapt to earthly conditions, and they're very aware of that. So again, laying out the groundwork for the subsequent waves. The second wave is, she calls them the warriors of light, and that's 1970s through 1990s. Again, see how there's overlap. And the second wave is referred to, again, the warriors of light. She tends to say that they're more active in challenging the status quo and societal norms, whereas the first wave was acknowledging but kind of going with it even though knowing it was wrong. The second wave is, no, this is, we're seeing the cracks here and we're trying to make our own way here, right? And They have a strong sense of justice, which I resonate with that. I have a very strong sense of justice. And they are also known to be very active in participating in the transformation process of New Earth, right? And so they're very drawn to professions or activities of healing, teaching, and creating positive change on a larger scale. Whereas the first wave was just kind of individualism, themselves, maybe their community. The second wave is, oh, we need to make ripples. Okay, we need to affect everybody here. Exactly. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. We're just gonna, you guys know I love to use this by Too Faced blush. Okay, and the purpose is really to actively participate in the transformation process. So when I was a kid, I also found myself that I wanted to be a teacher. That was one of the first careers that I ever loved, and I feel like I teach a lot through the work that I do now. But I always knew I wanted to affect a lot of people. I didn't just want to be like an elementary school teacher. I wanted to teach the masses. That's kind of my big dream that I had as a kid, and I feel like I get to do that with my career and what I chose to do right now. And even live miss something like this, right? And then the third waves is 1990s and onward, right? Again, you see how there's kind of a little mix of both. So those characteristics are transformers, or the messengers of New Earth, and they are often born with a higher level of awareness, right? So we see a lot of kids in this generation remembering their past lives and being very wise, and that kind of vibe. And they're really helping facilitate the change on New Earth, right? So the second wave is the bridge, and the third wave is we're moving onward. They are the leaders. And they are here to assist in the awakening of a higher consciousness and to guide others through the process. So not even just leaders, they're guides. All right, you guys. So we're going to do a quick Q&A session. So leave me your questions. And as you guys are leaving me questions, for those of you that look forward to the prompts at the end of the videos, today we have 3 questions to help you identify which wave you are on. The first question is, what emotions came up when you were learning about each wave? Do you identify with one or more, and why? And how do you think that this has manifested into your life? Name 3 times you can recall since childhood. So hopefully that helps. And let's start answering some questions. So hopefully that helps. And let's start answering some questions. Back to day 1 of Live Miss, we break down twin flames, karmic soulmates, and even further we go into divine counterparts, I believe, in day 2. So having a twin flame is a very rare thing. Everybody can have true love if they choose it. Everybody can have a soulmate or a divine counterpart, but not everybody has a twin flame. And again, I have true love if they choose it. Everybody can have a soulmate or a divine counterpart, but not everybody has a twin flame. And again, I do. Can someone born in a generation be a part of a wave that's like from a different generation? Yeah, there's a lot of overlap. You can resonate. It just depends on your own purpose and what you're feeling. So again, I resonate with 2 different waves, but it really depends on your own soul and all of that. And it's okay to resonate with more than one wave outside of, you know, the generations and you were born. Okay. Sense of justice, breaking generational curses, not being afraid of being sensitive. Yes. Okay. And you guys, tomorrow we are going to be doing Live Miss on synchronicities in the twin flame journey, and we're going to be breaking down synchronicities as they are defined in psychology, in science, in physiology, and in spiritualism. You guys know that to avoid the Lululand, we like to incorporate everything and not just one aspect of spirituality. It will be at 12 p.m. Eastern time, and if I'm late, I will let you guys know, like I always do. And I have a whole chapter on the waves in this book. We go deeper. Right now I kind of gave you the basis knowledge that you need to know, but how these waves affect twin flame connections specifically is a little bit different. So if you want to know more about that, maybe I'll make a video, but definitely it will be in my book. It's one of the longest chapters I have because, again, there's just so much base knowledge you need to know before we can get deeper into how that concept has overlapped with twin flames and how it's been developed over time. So that's something you can look forward to in my book. And with that being said, I think that's all we had for today, you guys. I will see you tomorrow for Live Miss number day 12. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I'm really excited to do tomorrow because synchronicities is one of the main questions I get. And yeah, anyways, I gotta go. I really do. But thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.